Oh, whoops. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, fellas. We are just about ready to go. We got Paris versus Sydney, second game of the night, last game of the night. And are we ready to get going? It's Paris versus Sydney. Now, Sydney, I think, are the bottom-ranked team. And Paris, who was bottom for a couple weeks now, have slowly clawed their way back, especially with a big win over Munich in week 4. Now, of course, standings and prospects will be updated for week 5 after the stream today. More so, this is the start of week 6. So standings and stuff aren't accurate as Kent Montgomery gets fouled early and heads to the line. So Paris right now is 7th ranked, Sydney are 10th ranked. That is after week 4. So in week 5, with Sydney's loss to Moscow, I would assume they would stay the same at bottom 10 as Angelo Watkins gets himself going. Nice bucket from him, nice find from Darius Brook. As Barcelona beat Paris not too in week 5, so we need to see what Paris moves, if they move at all, because Barcelona was ranked higher than them. So the week 5 rankings, I haven't really looked into them yet, but I don't think much movement will happen. Just to keep it honest, Darius Brook, nice find as Carter Johnson gets an easy layup. 2 assists for Darius Brook already. Jeshi, nice move on Hogan. And Hogan just pokes it loose though. And that's another steal from Sydney. And here's Darius Brook going all the way, and that's a nice jam. Sydney starting up hot. There's Montgomery now with the rock. That's an ISO on Carter Johnson, I think. Instead they're going to find Nick Brewer, top of the key, nice fake. Gets Darius Brook jumping, and Brewer gets himself going. Nice bucket from Nick Brewer. Hogan now with the ball, and that is poked loose by Jeshi, but they can't come up with it. Sydney now with the rock. They want screens for D'Angelo Watkins, and you know, an open D'Angelo Watkins 3 is basically guaranteed. 9-4, red hot start from Sydney. There's Kent Montgomery with the rock. It's Kent kick out to Nick Brewer. Brewer, one more to Eli Carter. Eli Carter going up, tough layup. And that one goes, Eli Carter. Watkins now with the ball. Watkins wants a screen from Carter Johnson. And that is enough separation. Watkins hits another 3. 8 points for Watkins already. Layup for 2 threes. Outscoring Paris by himself. Nick Brewer wants to get another bucket for himself. Going right at Darius Brook. Good defense by Brook. Derek now with the ball. Roquan. Back out Darius. One more to James Hogan. Picking out Derek. Nice move. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Roquan's going to have to do something. Hogan sends a screen. Roquan Derek is going to shoot a 3. And that one's going to go in. Roquan Derek with a pull-up 3. That's a nice shot from Nick Brewer off that time. Carter Johnson, nice rebound. Roquan Derek, nice layup from Roquan. Hits him with a shimmy. Sydney have not missed a shot yet. Shot 7 and made 7. Red hot start from them. As Eli Carter oops at the Jeshi Castaneda to get himself on the board. Roquan Derek going right at DeAndre Princeton. Roquan trying. Good defense from Princeton. That's the stop Paris needed. Eli Carter now with the rock. Carter going right at Watkins. And he steps out of bounds. Watkins out with the rock. Watkins, nice little midi. That's a tough midi. Nice help from Montgomery. And Paris looking to cut into that lead. It's Jeshi now with the ball. This is a nice screen, but Brewer's going to shoot that 3 off that time. Nice help defense. Watkins out with the ball. One more to James Hogan. Eric now. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Sydney's going to have to shoot something. Hogan's going to have to... And that's a tough midi. James Hogan. Montgomery wants the ISO on Carter Johnson. And that's a reshoot foul by Roquan. Takes the first one. Takes the second as well. Watkins now. D'Angelo Watkins, another good look off that time. Montgomery with the board. Nick Brewer goes right at Darius Brooke. Off that time, good defense from Darius Brooke. That is a tough foul. Montgomery on Watkins. Watkins makes the first free throw. It's at a 10-point lead. And the second. 21-10. That's a tough bucket. Nice lay from Montgomery. Kerry Nickerson checking in. And there's a deep 3 from Watkins. That's a little bit too ambitious. Here comes Paris out. Princeton going right at Carter Johnson. Gets even a chance to get a putback, but off that time. That's another tough 3 from Watkins off that time. Now here's Nickerson with the ball. Carey, nice screen from Kent Montgomery. Montgomery eventually rolls. Kent's got an open mid-range. Nice help from Carter Johnson. Just enough to disrupt that shot as Roquan Derek now with the ball. Roquan Derrick now. Oh, nice spin and slam. Roquan Derrick. Nice move. As Sydney jump out to an 11-point lead now. That's a nice screen, and Carey's got enough space. And he gets himself on the board. Nice three from Carey. And that is a long attempt, and that was off.
Your home team, 23. The visiting team.
That was a nice spin and slam from Roquan. That's a nice move. Darius Brooks thought about the step back. Eventually decides against it. Now he's Hogan with the ball. Back to Brook in the corner. 5 seconds left. Darius has to shoot a deep post fade, and that one's off. Rebound by Jeshi. Eyes with the rock. Nickerson's going to have a lot of space. Still has a lot of space. Doesn't capitalize. Back out to Nick Brewer. Byers coming with the screen. Brewers might have an open shot. That's good recovery from Brook. But Nick Brewer's there and he hits that three. 18 to 23. Derek backing down DeAndre Princeton. He's been going at Princeton so far, and he gets that layup to go. Roquan. Sydney started 7 for 7, another 10 and 17. Lackluster second half start as Kerry Nickerson. Nice little step back from Kerry, and he gets another bucket. James Hogan now. Hogan, 10 seconds of the shot clock. Johnson's on the wrap. Johnson shoots that three off that time. Princeton nice board. Jeshi with the rock. 2 point guards on for Paris. Jeshi and Carey both on the floor at the same time. As Princeton's got the cut, Nickerson eventually gets it to him, and Princeton gets a nice and one.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And that free throw is off. Rebound by Derek. Roquan advances it to James Hogan. Hogan gets Jeshi jumping, goes up again, and he makes that layup. Nice 5 point lead now for Sydney. Olsen guarding Nickerson now. Playing great defense. Nickerson passes it to Byers right underneath, but that's good defense by Tavares. Derek going right at Princeton. Roquan. Roquan is fouled by Princeton.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Derek. First one's up and off. The second one is up, and that one goes in this time. Make no mistake, Derek's had quite a good game so far. Brewer now with the rock. And that's a big screen. Knocks Brook down, and Brewer's got the open three. And that one goes. Nick Brewer. Great start from him. Brook's going to get the double screen. Here's Brook guarded by Brewer. Brook backing him all the way down. And then he turns it over. Nice steal from Byers. Here comes Fox, guarded by Derek, and that's good defense work on Derek. Nothing's getting up over him. And Olsen looking to push. Great find, Hogan. Hogan has the fading close shot off that time. Tavares with the rebound, and that's a nice jam. Pardon me. Byers now with the rock. One more to Nick Brewer. Nick Brewer's had a great start so far. Brewer's going to shoot another midi. And that one's going to go. That is sweet. Nick Brewer, another bucket. James Hogan now. Thought about it, kicks it back out to Olsen. One more to Roquan Derrick. Roquan Derrick, open three off that time. Jeshi looking to push. Good find to Fox. But he's been guarded by Derrick. That's a nice finish from Fox. Good find from Jeshi. Derrick with the ball. Roquan, nice screen. Roquan's going to shoot the nice little close shot. He just got that upgrade in. Obviously playing well. 12 points for Roquan Derrick. Roquan Derrick just upgraded his close shot. Obviously helping him a lot so far this game. As Byers is being guarded by Tavares, and Byers does get the left to go. Brook now. Brook. Nice baseline drive. Fox is there. Knocks it right into Derrick's hands. Back to Brook. Brook shoots a tough three off that time. Brewer now. Guarded by Derrick. One more to Nickerson. Nickerson, good defense by Olsen, but Kerry Nickerson, nice layup. Nickerson, great start from him really, especially off the bench. He's had a couple good games so far. I'm pretty sure his early games for Paris were quite good. That's a good find from Derrick to Brook, and Brook's going to shoot that three, and he's going to hit that. I have moved the mic closer to my mouth because my throat's hurting. Been a while since I've commentated 2 games. Jeshi, nice pass, and Nickerson, what a move off that time though. Good defense by Tavares. Nice little jelly from Kerry Nickerson. Also now back out to James Hogan. One more to Brook. Nice screen from Tavares. Brook hits Roquan Derrick. Derrick's going to get doubled. Derrick did have an open Hogan. Gets it to him. Hogan's got Olsen. One more to Tavares. 2 seconds left. Hogan's going to have to chuck this. Good defense off that time. Byers with the board. Paris looking to either tie or take the lead. First opportunity they've had at this in a while. Byers has got the mismatch in the low post. Brooks coming to help. Kick out of Fox. Open three off that time. Nice tip by Brewer, but falls right into the hands of Derrick. Hogan now. Roquan's going to come set a screen. Jeshi's playing screen side. Great defense from Jeshi. Hogan eventually gets the blow by. Nice little step back. That's an open midi. Off that time. Byers with the board. Jeshi now with the rock. One more to Brewer. Nice screen from Byers. Brewer's going to have an open midi. I was about to say that's basically cash, but off that time. James Hogan now disrupts that. And it is going to be Sydney ball. Nice steal from Byers. Well, nice poke ball loose by Byers. It's Jason Johnson checking in for the first time. Been a while since we've seen D'Angelo Watkins for Sydney. Hasn't played a lot of this game. As Johnson checks in, instantly shoots a three off that time. Carey with the ball. Could hold to get almost the last shot. Want to use as much of the shot clock here as possible. Ken coming up to set a screen. Montgomery sets a screen for Nickerson. That's a difficult three off that time. Derrick's going to have to shoot this from three-quarter court off that time. And that would do it for half. 35 to 33. Sydney, red hot start. They started 7 for 7. I think they definitely slowed down. That was partly due to, I think, Watkins coming up and some great defense, especially by Nick Brewer. Apparently Princeton's lead the All-Star game vote. That's what we love to see. You okay? Great half from Nick Brewer. To get going second half here. Watkins finally checking back in. Been a while since we've seen Watkins. He started off amazing. And somewhat got subbed out. It's now Carter Johnson now with the ball. Back to Watkins. Watkins guarded by Eli Carter. D'Angelo muscles his way. It's the tough layup. 12 points for D'Angelo Watkins. And I think the scoring leaders is 12 points for D'Angelo Watkins and 12 points for Roquan Derrick. It's a nice screen from Kent Jeshi. Nice little behind the back. That's just enough defense from Hogan to disrupt that shot. Here's Brook. One more to Roquan Derrick. Derrick guarded by Princeton. That's good defense for Princeton, forcing the pick up as Carter Johnson has the three and he hits that three. Nice corner three. Johnson, he's probably one of the better stretch bigs. I would say Kent Montgomery and Carter Johnson, two of the better shooting bigs in the league. As Brewer going right at Brook, and that's a tough foul. Brewer, first one is good. And second shot is up, and that was also good. Watkins now. Quick three from D'Angelo Watkins, and that one goes. 15 points for Watkins now. Montgomery with the rock. One more to Nick Brewer. Haven't seen a lot of pick and roll as I say that. Kent Montgomery using a bit too much elbows. Hogan with the rock. One more to Watkins. One more to Carter Johnson. Johnson doubled. Somewhat surprising double, I would say. Carter Johnson hasn't been too much involved as Brook gets an open three. And that one falls. There is Brook. Kent Montgomery wants to jab. Go close. Carter Johnson's playing on Kent Montgomery. That's a double. Brewer finds Eli Carter. Carter. And that's the second bucket of the game. That's a nice three from Eli Carter. Three basically keeps Paris in that. Sydney on a little bit of a run. As Watkins gets the blow by. And that's going to be a tough foul for Princeton. Misses the first. And the second free throw is good. Nice buckets, D'Angelo Watkins. Back to 9 points. Eli Carter now with the rock. Nick Brewer guarded by Brook. Back to Carter in the corner. Back to Montgomery. He's doubled. Brewer with an open three. And that one's off. We'd expect Nick Brewer to hit those. And they insist on doubling Kent Montgomery every time he gets the ball in the post. That's a nice steal, Montgomery. Read that pass all the way. Eli Carter's going to shoot a nice little midi, and that one's going to go. Nice quick buckets from Eli Carter. He's up to 7 points for the night. Watkins wants the screen for Carter Johnson. Instead decides to pull it himself. That one just rims it in and out. A little bit too ambitious off that three-point attempt. 7 point lead for Sydney. Paris just holding on, just hanging in there. As Eli Carter's going to get the wrap. Took one dribble. Still makes that three. It does not matter. 10 points for Eli Carter. And it's back to 5. There is Brook now. He thought about the three. Instead finds a wide open Watkins, and he's going to get those 3 points right back. 19 for Watkins, 9 points this quarter. Great game from him. And Eli Carter finds the cutting Jeshi, and that's going to be an easy layup. Perhaps just enough help by Roquan Derrick. Derrick now, Prince, guarded by Princeton. What about a Darius Brooke? Derrick gets the screen from Carter Johnson. Watkins now getting doubled. Kick out at Hogan. Hogan gets a contested three. Does not matter. And it's back to double digits. Brewer with the rock. Passes it, finds a cutting Montgomery, and Ken gets his own board and puts it right back up and in. Crash. Oh, me though. Apologies, that was my dog. As this Carter Johnson, nice little floater, that was off. Good defense by Montgomery. Carter with the rock. He's had a nice little run so far of scoring. As he gets a nice little back cut, he rises up for that jam. Sorry, I can't get too excited. My throat's feeling a little bit sore. I am sick anyway, so yeah, unfortunate. But that's a nice dunk from Eli Carter, but Watkins is going to get a 3 points right back. Never mind. You know, Watkins can usually hit that kind of easily. Montgomery with the rock finds Nick Brewer. Brewer thought about the three-pointer. 8 seconds left. Montgomery's going to come for the screen. I might look for Montgomery on the roll or on the pop. Oh, he takes it himself. That's a nice three. It's a 3-point lead. Nice comeback from Paris. But Sydney have always been able to stay just over an arm's length away. Finds Carter Johnson. One more to Roquan Derrick. Back to Watkins. He's doubled. Nice find. Hogan open three. Off that time. That is surprising. James Hogan usually can hit those. And then finds Eli Carter. And Eli Carter. Oh, that would have been a big three to tie the game up. Derrick with the rock now. Guarded by Nick Brewer. Forced the push off. Tough lay off that time. Nice defense by Montgomery. Here's Jeshi. Haven't seen too much of Jeshi so far. That's a nice spin in mid-range off that time. Nice rebound by Brooke. Sydney looking to push. Hogan's got the mismatch. So does Carter Johnson in the low post. They're going to look to find Carter Johnson. Quick lay. And that was going to go in. Carter Johnson made sure to get that one up quickly before the double came. Nick Brewer, nice fake. Off that time. Nice rebound by Carter Johnson. Watkins, nice blow by. Nice quick first step. Dribbling right by Carter. Shushed the home crowd. 7-point lead for Sydney. They find Montgomery in the post. They instantly double Ken. And Montgomery goes right up in the face of Carter Johnson. Gets it rejected, but chases down his own rejected shot and gets that easy floater. James Hogan. And what a Watkins. Finds Carter Johnson in the low post. Oh, Hogan's going to get the screen. That's a nice... Would have had a wide open layup, but instead Watkins going to have the deep three. And that one goes. That's a couple steps behind the three-point line as well, as Carter Johnson now has his takeover. 8-point difference. 8-point lead for Sydney. Paris looking to hang in there. And that is a nice move from Nick Brewer, and that is what they needed. Nice game from Nick Brewer. All his buckets have been quite good. That's a 6-point lead, end of the third for Sydney. That was a great rejection from Carter Johnson. That was a great dunk from Eli Carter as well. Let's have a look at the assist of the game. That's a nice kick out from a double. Derrick to Brooke. And Brooke hits a three. Here's DeAndre Princeton. Haven't seen too much of Princeton on the offensive end. That will definitely change now that he's guarded by a generic. Because as I say that, he gets that quick bucket. Jason Johnson checking in. Have not seen a lot of Jason Johnson this game. As Watkins is going to get plenty of screens. He's got the slashing takeover as well. He might as well just slam this one home. Nice dunk from D'Angelo Watkins. 3 individual takeovers for Sydney. Darius Brooke, Carter Johnson, and D. Watkins. Nickerson now checking back in for the first time in a while, and that's a nice flashy pass to Montgomery. Off that time. Nice defense by Johnson to disrupt that shot just enough. Here's Jason Johnson now with the rock. Nice mismatch she's got on Montgomery. He decides to go right at him, and Montgomery's there to reject that off the backboard. Montgomery now, nice move on Carter Johnson, but Johnson's there. Just enough defense. Apologies, I am back. That's a deep 3. That one's off. That's a nice steal from Olsen. Just a bit of a bump steal. Plenty of players to pass to. Finds Watkins in the corner. No one's going to go. 9-point lead for Sydney. That's a nice steal. It's Jason Johnson, nice midi as well when he gets himself a bucket. Back to 11 points. That is what Sydney wants to see. Eli Carter going right at Jason Johnson. Gets the ball back and he's fouled hard. Carter to the free throw line. Eli Carter, nice free throw. He makes them both. Also now that's an illegal screen on D'Angelo Watkins, just shifting his feet again. Kerry Nickerson having got it by Olsen. Kerry kick out to Eli Carter. One more to Fox. Finds Montgomery in the low post. And Kent going right up for that, but that is off. Watkins with the board. Finds Olsen back to Watkins. He's instantly doubled back to Viata. They can't find the open Olsen in the corner. It's Jason Johnson, nice cut. And Eli Carter is forced to foul. First shot is good. And second one as well. Back to 11. Now Paris have to go on a little bit of a run to get this game back to within distance, as Kent Montgomery 3 could help that off that time though. Back to 11 points. Sydney. Paris has been kind of holding on, like kind of just barely holding on for the past, I would say, couple quarters, as Montgomery gets a nice block. But Sydney have, and that is just stepped out of bounds by Princeton. But Sydney have just been able to extend their lead, and now it's to 11, and this might do it. Jason Johnson's going to find a wide open Watkins 3, and if this goes in, that would have been deadly. Here's Eli Carter, one more to Michael Alexander, one more to Kent Montgomery. Kent, that's a tough fade, and that's off, but Princeton, nice rebound from DeAndre, and that's a nice putback. Back to single digits, Paris is still in this. I would like to see Paris get a couple stops, and that will definitely help their cause as Michael Alexander gets the rebound. And what a Eli Carter. Eli Carter can definitely turn this game around. To Montgomery, guarded by Tavares. That is definitely a big skill mismatch. 4 seconds of the shot clock as Montgomery drives baseline. And that one's just off as now Watkins drives aggressively, and that's a nice little close shot. Gets his own rebound. Great hustle. Finds the wide open Viana, but it's off that time. Still 9 points. Paris can still win this. As Carey gets a nice screen and a nice floater, and that one goes in. 7 points. Definitely winnable for Paris. And I would be very disappointed if I am a Sydney Crown player if Paris come back. Because right now Sydney have done so well at defending this lead for the past 40 minutes. And now unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but now it's a great comeback from Paris, and that's a nice oot from Hogan to Derek to put the lead back to 9. Jeshi checking back in. I haven't seen too much of Jeshi all game, as Nick Brewer gets a nice screen from Kent Montgomery, decides to go himself, and he makes that mid-range. Nick Brewer, 19 points for him. That's a nice steal from Eli Carter. That's what Paris needed. A quick bucket here will be ideal. Carter gets the screen. They find Nick Brewer in the low post. That's a nice fade from Nick Brewer, and he hits it. Clutch bucket from Nick Brewer. He's up to 21 points. Watkins is on the bench. He's looking to come back in. 1 minute 30 left. Jason Johnson, tough drive. Off that time, Princeton gets a nice rebound. Nice screen. Brewer gets an open 3. Nick Brewer. That so close. So close to making this a 1-possession game. That just rims in and out. Now Jason Johnson with the rock, guarded by Eli Carter. 12 seconds of the shot clock. Jason Johnson gets his own rebound. Back up again, and he makes the mistake the second time around. Back to 7 points. 1 minute left. Watkins is still on the bench. Here's Paris, they need a quick 3. Derek almost steals that, instead gives up his position, and Princeton gets a nice little dunk, 5 point. But it seems like Paris don't feel the need to full court press. 40 seconds left, and they foul. Watkins now finds an open Hogan. Hogan finds it, passes to Johnson to the low post. That's rejected by Montgomery. 5-point game, 30 seconds left. Paris won a quick three. Eli Carter almost had the open look. Montgomery, nice screen. Finds Bull, one more to Kent. Montgomery hits the layup. 3-point game. As Watkins wants Hogan to shoot the free throws. James Hogan, first one is up and down. Make it a 2-possession game. This could be very hard for Paris to win now. And he makes them both back to 5 points. Paris won a quick three. Eli Carter now, one more to Princeton. 20 seconds. To Nick Brewer, kick out Carter. I think that's a 2. It doesn't matter because he misses it anyway. And Brooke hands it to Watkins to shoot the free throws, and this might just do it. Watkins getting MVP chance. As Sydney. That will do it. 7-point lead. And Sydney get a much needed win. As Brewer shoots it from way downtown. That one's off. Nice rebound from Montgomery. Carter now. Off again. That's a nice rebound from Johnson, and that will do it. Sydney, 7-point win. Much needed win from the crowd. And Paris were barely hanging in there the whole game as D'Angelo Watkins picks up the player of the game.
Is what makes this possible. Please drive home safely.
Nice game from Watkins. And that would do it. 31 for D'Angelo Watkins. That is a payout. That is a payout for Watkins. Roquan Derrick, nice double-double as well. That's another payout. 14 points, 10 rebounds for Roquan. 9 points, 3 assists for James Hogan. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for Darius Brooke. 7 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists for Carter Johnson. And Jason Johnson didn't play too much, but he hit a couple shots. 6 points. Nick Brewer had a fantastic game. 21 points. Eli Carter probably had one of his better games so far. 14 points for Eli. 12 points. Almost a double-double from Kent Montgomery. 11 points for Carey off the bench. That's pretty good from him. 8 points. Almost a double-double for Princeton as well. And Jesha gets 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And that will do it for this game. How many of you are still in here? It says 2 of you are still in here. Alright. Whoever's still in it, if you do a hashtag go global, I'll give you what should I give you? I'll give you a starter pack. Hashtag go global in the chat, and you guys get a starter pack. +2 to any attribute you guys want. D'Angelo Watkins is another one. Last thing. Plenty of upgrades. I'll give him like 10 seconds if no one else does it. We will go offline. Good win from Sydney. Sydney needed to see that. And a great game from D'Angelo Watkins. 31 points in 24 minutes. Alright, that would do it. Appreciate you, Watkins, sticking around to the end. Always great to see you, man. And I'll give you a starter pack. See you, fellas.